quick stream. I know it's been so long. When the world needed him most, he returned. Hi, honorary gay man. Oh my god, Mellow there. How do? I hope you've been well. Oh my god, Anin, I hope you've been well. Oh, what a time to be alive. I get to be honorary? Wow. What happens to the 6%? Oh no, the clock struck midnight. Nap is LTBG? I don't think that's the acronym. Maybe it is. Maybe that works too. But no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lee Oliver OEM in the flesh? How you doing, King? I hope you're doing well. Oh my god. So we will work out a time. That works. I think you send me your schedule and I will take a look. I hope you've been well. How's the past month been? Good, I hope. How's the new Spielberg? Little poggers.
Wait, I forgot how this works. Do I sit in the chair and do the stupid voice and play the games I enjoy and you export my VODs, or is it the other way around? Anyway, happy 4 years. I've officially graduated from art college forever. Yo, should have gone live Friday so I could have watched you during my graduation.
Brother, I wasn't able to. I wanted to. I'm sorry. Oh my god. MJ, thank you so much for at tier 3. 4 years. Dear god, at tier 3. King, did you mean to do that one? Dear god. We've been at this too long. I can understand why you've confused the two. Also, happy congratulations are in order. Oh my god. Wow, baby's first degree. Wondrous news. I mean, you are gay for the month. That's all. It's a free trial. Well, hey, Nani. Oh my god. What does it come with? Features? What do I get? What's the trial come with? I'm doing good on college now. Oh, you want a little summer vacay? Been planning on a short film project. I want to do the 4-month holiday. Ooh, gonna cook? Oh my god, I want to hear all about it. Wait a second, that sounds sick. Are you looking for a genre? Is it a genre project? Or are you just doing something cool, something introspective, documenting? What are you doing? In the pixels, not the flesh. I'm here in the flesh and the pixels. I was going to take a comedic photo of me watching you stream in my cabin, get at the graduation. Well, I'm sorry. Hey, blame Delta Airlines, all right? Listen, blame them. No, I don't know why it's still tier 3. Oh no. Well, in that case, I'm sorry. Hey, at least it'll go to a good cause. It's June. Oh, you get all the gay perks. I don't need that. But thanks for the offer. I don't need to come back and instantly. Wow, my time away truly has changed me. Oh my god. It's a friendship short film. I always kind of put a bit of how I'm feeling into it. Oh, wait, that's so cool. That's the kind of project that's the best one to work with. I have a T3 for an extra 10 days, and then it goes back to tier 1. Based. Oh my god. Name is a work in progress, but I'm thinking, wait for me. Ooh, I thought you meant the name was a work in progress. I was like, that's kind of a good name. But wait for me. That bangs. Oh my god. That actually sounds sick. Wait a minute. Oh my good gracious. How are you becoming this Artur before my very eyes? Oh my god. But in any event, chatters, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good Pride Month. Shout out all of the 94%. Congratulations. Ali, make yourself known. Why are you shouting this like you're Kratos? Why? why are you stating this as I'm calling you out? Why? I mean, that's so unlike you. Oh my god. Speaking of call outs, this is a transition that I'm just gonna preempt. as this text page needs no introduction. For the legend itself, it's a Minecraft tribute to state that one legend, Technoblade, never dies. I liked it. I was like, I just need this transition. It's just, oh, it's a little gut punch. Oh God. Transition? What, in Pride Month? Well, you know, best time to do it. I hear there's deals on top surgery. I moved out of my college home in one day. I'm back home, baby. Woo! Yo, did you watch the 20 mil video? I had it open when I got home today. I saw it and I opened it. It's like 2 hours though, so I didn't get a chance. I was finishing a video about trains in New Vegas that someone asked me to watch first, so that I could be sure that I got to that before I streamed. Yo, Wowie. Oh, happy Pride indeed. But I do plan to, but I don't know. I did have a warning at the front of it about coarse language. I don't know how I feel about that. It could be bad. I'm so confused as to where the rainbow capitalism went in general. Well, you see, they feel it's not marketable, which is a bad sign. So I don't got good news on that one, on that front. Like, it was lame before, but I kind of miss it. Yeah, it's really actually kind of a bad sign for it to be gone. But I'm sure it's fine. I wouldn't read too much into that. Smile. That person sounds like they asked you to watch that a month ago and you only watched it to fill obligations. No, I watched it a month ago and then I went around the world and then I forgot about it and I believed that I would be asked questions because it was cool and an interesting video where and I was like, I should watch it again, so I'm refreshed.
So right, girl, now the perfect time to transition. Go for it. Nail care white flag transgender symbol.
Yeah, yo. I think someone for 21 months of Prime deals. Man, that's over 2 years. Good Lord. But so right, so true, so based. For all those who are doing so this month, congratulations. Welcome to your respective new journeys. And I hope your transitioning go well. You doing a vlog? A vlog. Me, vlog, a vlog. Me in Japan, a vlog. Me vlogging? No, that would seem weird. I don't have a face. Happy coming out nap? What do you mean? Oh my God. No, I completely forgot about it and the whole regraduation and moving out things, but thanks for thinking of me. Yo! Anytime, King. None of you left my mind in the last month, so I think I have a problem. I missed you guys. I missed streaming. I was sad. So I woke up. I woke up at 4 in the morning, be like, I feel like I'm meant to be doing something. Cause it was 11 hours apart. I was like, what? And I was mistaken, thinking that I was meant to be streaming because it was a Monday. Well, actually, it was a Tuesday for me, but it felt like Monday at 4:30 Eastern. So that was special. That didn't make me rethink my life choices at all. Being like, have I programmed this into my body? That it thinks after 4 years I'm always meant to be doing a thing at this time? Hello? Oh my God. But what did you think of the Vegas trades? I thought they were cool. I thought they were really interesting, actually. I thought the whole project of him go around. It seems like he does many videos of that kind of just charting out the map. I thought it was really interesting to have this kind of deep dive into what locations there were that you would otherwise never see, but clearly do add to the text of the world, Implicit lore. It all circles back to that at the end, Kind of parasocial. Good golly, no face, Slenderman. How'd you know? How'd you know that I am the famed? What is that, 2011 video game? Is that when that came out? Am I the famed 2011 antagonist? Well, I guess there was a movie at one point, wasn't there? I don't think it did well. Personally, unfortunately, I've been detransitioning socially for many reasons. Good news though, my therapist is getting gender dysphoria taken off my record, so that will make life a bit easier. Well, I'm glad for the easier bit. So long as so long as you're happy and healthy, that's the important thing, King. The NCR is capable of like actual production and stuff. I know, right? Him being like, yeah, so this is indicative of how, like, you know, before the game starts, they were like building embattlements with cement, and I was like, what? They were what? Very cool, very cool. Honestly, it kind of made me think about how one of my downsides of Fallout is that I can't repair the world. I can't bring those trains back online and make them work and fix the place, you know? Kind of makes me think that that a Fallout kind of like RTS would be cool, where you like build up a settlement, but they'd never do that because they love all things to be made out of like loose sheet metal, and the world would never get better, you know? Oh, thank you, thank you. Too kind with the applause. Also, the long 15 is mega important. True. Oh wait, sorry, I had to recall. I was like, long 15. Which bit are we talking about? But now I recall. Yes, okay, that is actually pretty vital. Both like for like in-world reasons, and also it's pretty interesting. It's just like a lore development, you know? My friend said that she's playing Fallout 4 like it's a game of Sims. I mean, that's just based. Preston Garvey, that dude's just like a little Grimble, you know? You could play with him like it's The Sims. You're building houses, you're building all the little what are they called, settlements with them, you know? I have no clue what she means. What do you mean you have no clue what she means? She's building little settlements. You get to design the walls and the roof and the home, and you get to be like, yes, you live here now. You don't feel like that's like The Sims? That doesn't feel like Sim City to you? But in a first-person manner? Oh my god. Poggers!
Why won't the voices stop?
They never stop.
Continue.
Every
time
day.
I come back, they begin again. If I stop showing up, they'll stop. But the voices make me come back. They're calling
no.
to me, telling me to buy the new Batgirl comic out
Oh
Wednesday.
my god. The voices are the Vicodin or whatever it is. What is it Dr. House takes? I think it's Vicodin. Oh my god. Tyler, how you doing, King? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Thank you so much for 42 months of Prime. Good God. Oh, now, would it be parasocial if I added you to my series of assigning food items to my friends? The voices are me? Oh my God. I don't think so. I would like to know what food I am. Is that what you mean? Wait, you're ascribing a food to people? Well, now I need to know. How was the hike? Actually, I went on quite a few of those. It is Vicodin? I knew it. I knew it. I always knew it. Oh my God. It looks sick. You know what? I built something pretty cool. Look at them walls. Oh my God. But the hike was great because Japan was great. Shatters. I had a wonderful time away. I miss streaming, but my God. I think that was the most, like, not to be the guy that goes somewhere and then it's like, it was a life-changing experience. But I think it was. I mean, I'm not necessarily a better person now. I'm still very toxic about most things. But, you know, outside of that, it was amazing. Right now, I'm assigning pasta shape. Pasta shape? What, like bow tie or penne? What do you mean? Well, finally something you could be wrong about for me, Mello. Oh my God. Tell us everything, Nap. Come on. Well, oh my God, what to talk about? So I went to 3 different cities. I went to the World's Expo in Osaka. That was cool. I went to so many temples. I went to Akihabara and Shibuya, and I went to I went to the Asakusa Temple, and I went to climb the mountain to see a shrine. That was cool. I went to a room of 10,000 lanterns. I went to Nara and met some deer that bow when you give them crackers. It was sick. Every little bit of it. Everywhere you went and everything you did was just fun and cutesy and awesome. I like genuinely, I don't know how to like, it's a wonderland of a location. Also, it was so clean. I've never seen such clean subways. I was blown away simply by the cleanliness of Subway. You know, I mean, none of it is just lots of clean subways. Let me tell you that first and foremost. Oh, so well taken care of, not like some other places.
Shout out to the gays. Make sure to see Sinners in theaters
so true.
before it's gone, and
buy it on digital starting tomorrow. Oh my God. So true. So also, Tyler, to your point, which I guess was Mello's point about Deltarune, we'll probably be doing that Friday because it comes out on Wednesday. Currently, it's non-purchasable. It's Steam until the fall. Like it's just currently it's non-purchasable. How are you saying all these Japanese terms so York? What do you mean? What do you mean? No, I'm not. Akihabara and Shibuya. That's just how you say it. It's Asakusa. That's just how you. What do you mean? I'm saying it normally. I'm going to scream. Oh my God. Okay, then I'm gonna go see you soon. Later, Tyler. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye. Whoa. Whoa, what? Whoa. What, the Deltarune? Whoa? Is that what we're worried about? Summer Games Fest is on for... I lied. We're doing Summer's Game Fest. I lied entirely to you. I'm so sorry. We are doing Summer's Games Fest. I am still catching up on my on what year it is. It was such a weird experience for like going to the yo, Anonymous, thank you so much for the gifted. Welcome back, assumedly the same Anonymous. What? Got him? What do you mean got him? Is it not? Is it not on the Friday? Oh my God. Thank you so much for the gift though. You didn't have to do that. That's very kind. Hello. Oh my gosh. But no, it was amazing. Everything about it, the food. Oh my God, the food. I think I will cry. It was so good. It was so insanely good. And so cheap. So insanely cheap. Oh my God. Game set this morning. I knew I could sway your stream plans immediately. It is. Okay, then we'll listen because it's cool. I like those things. I like big event like that. Go Burr. Come on, it's cool. Oh my God. But no, it was genuinely like this. Oh my God, you're back. Yo, Ray. I'll do. I know. I'm back. I didn't quit streaming forever. You know, it was close for a minute there. For a hot second, I was like, you know, maybe I just live here now. Maybe I never go back. Maybe I dodge customs. You know, probably wouldn't have worked out. But I would have ran out of ability to hide eventually. But oh my God, what an astounding trip I had. I have lots of stories from it. Not the least of which is the 7 Toshis I met. All named Toshi, all elderly men, all taught me new things about the world and life. Wonderful people. Truly life-changing experience. If you ever meet a Toshi, oh my God, hold them close. That is a dear person. That is a wondrous person. I got to I made my own journals physically. That was cool. I forged a ring. I got married. That was cool. And then I also I got to go into these like 17 different Poke Centers, and I don't know anything about Pokemon, so that was cool. And then I went to Universal. I went to Donkey Kart's the minecart rides. Oh, I got to, in the World's Fair, I got to participate in a bunch of really cool, you know, developmental and archaeological things. And, you know, and just so many cool and interesting little things. I was only thinking of asking when you were going to be back. Well, I'm back now. Just when they thought I'd never, just when you thought you were rid of me. Boom, he's back. Not Mellow Hello there.
Number 8 on Wednesday. Ignore that the current arc is boring. PLS, I swear it will get better. I swear. Please.
Oh my god. It will get better, I swear. Well, not Mellow Hello there. Thank you so much for $5. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Hold on, go back. Married, huh? I didn't hear you. What? Nap, I've been building and I was wondering if you wanted to see it. Is it a secret for you to see or anything? Ooh! Ooh, I wish to see builds. Yes, yes, yes. Get Palazzo off that sub goal and replace it with blueprints now! I bought that game today! What do you mean? What do you don't like Palazzo? What is blueprints? What? You must be lucky or something. There's been some kind of giant insect with a very large stinger tormenting me every time I try to step outside to water my plants. But today I finally got to water my plants and it was nowhere to be sight. Thank God. I freaking hate bugs. It's just worse if they actually hurt me. Well, Fox, let me tell you, it's all because I'm here. I'm the lucky charm. I'm the reason. I'm the only reason that bug left. It will get better, not Mellow Hello there is right. No, wait, it will get better. I know the current series sucks, but wait a minute. Wait a minute, it'll get better. I literally remember it, recommended it to you in sub chat like a week ago. Your memory rivals Tyler's. You mean you recommended it to me whilst I was abroad? Then that doesn't count. Everything's a blur. So many things happened. Oh my god. I'm getting my freaking blurb. Oh my god. Oh, privates! Oh my god. I'll do. What do I need to ask? Do I really need to ask? What joke? What exactly 1001 points? So it seems like I had to be 665. Oh, how could I have ever predicted? How could I have ever predicted? Let me look it up. Just to be sure I got it, you know, just to be sure that we're dead on with this one. I wouldn't want it all my time away to have forgotten it, you know. Let's see. What do you know about the Dead Sea? Dead? I didn't even know it was sick! Oh my god, what a killer of a joke. Listen, it's just Shiva backstory right now, but Cass said she loves Steph. She said I love you too. It happened, and thus this is why this month I know in my heart Cass will go out of her Pride Month. Nope. She's gonna get fridged. Too bad.
Nap Subgale recommendation: Blueprints. Rouge-like puzzle game about exploring your grandfather's old manor to solve a mystery.
Wait, I do remember this.
Lots of puzzles, way more than you'd expect.
But you've said I'm bad at puzzles in the past.
Top of the hole. Trying to win the game.
Trying to win the game. Why did it cut off? Why does it keep cutting off there? Maybe it's just because the game has become my new obsession. A game where you'll genuinely want to write things down and take screenshots, but also Portal 2 co-op with me.
TTCing it, so you have to listen this time. You light really reacted to it. SHMU.
I know. Once I started hearing about it, I was like, oh yeah, that one. No, Kyle isn't even in Gotham. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Also, what did Oliver say? I saw that. I didn't know no one was. I didn't know it was sick. Oh, send to your Discord. Ooh. I normally make it a point to not check Discord, but for you, Oliver. Oh my God, wait a second. These are sick. They're so very different, but so very sick. Dude, that portal's awesome. Wait a minute. Why are you so good at this? Why and how are you so good at building in Minecraft? I didn't... joke number 1. Whoa. Kaz is gonna get fridged in her own comic. Yep, you heard it first. You heard it here first. It's the only thing. And that viewer just in Japan, you should play Oranjin instead of Balacho and learn how to play Mahjong. Sub-goal recommendations. Ooh. Well, here, I'll write those ones down. Joke number 1. What is a polygon? A dead parrot! Oh my God. If they kill off Kaz, I will rescind everything I've ever said about the Batgirl 2000 and Batgirl 2024. I don't know, that's a pretty steep rescission, you know? I don't know if that's allowed. Dead parrot, I didn't know it was sick. That's so stupid. Your parrot's dead, I didn't even know it was sick. What? Excuse me? I mean, huh? Waka waka. I'm trying to outdo the sanctuary. I mean, I can see how, dude. Like, just even the moss use was really cool. How'd you get the red for the top of the tower? What block is that? They just get worse, yo. We're playing outdo. What do you mean they just get worse? Oh my God. Execute order 66. Joke number 66. You got it, boys. What do we got here? What do you get if you cross an eel with a shopper? A crazy customer. Oh, okay. What? Am I missing? Is there like a pun there? Am I missing something? The wizard tower? Yeah. What blocks are we? Unless it's just, is it just red? Oh wait, no, it's mangrove, isn't it? No, is it cherry? Is it cherry wood or mangrove? It's a mix of crimson wood and magenta terracotta. Neither of what I said. Not even a little bit of what I said. Not even slightly what I thought it was. So that's embarrassing. Well, eel shopping. I didn't even know it was sick. Shut up. Oh my God, I'm doing well, Nap, and you, my man. I'm doing fantastic. I'm rejuvenated. I mean, I'm actually somewhat getting over a cold, but I'm rejuvenated, coming back from the other side of the planet. I had a wonderful time away. It was fantastic. I got best fortunes. I was given many blessings. It was wonderful. Never want to hear a joke again. I can't anymore. What do you mean? Oh my God. What do you mean you never want to hear a joke again? Come on. They only get better after they're worse, you know? They'll only ever get better. I don't speak. I think that's Cyrillic. I don't know what that is. But hello, Terif. How do? Bonjour. This is all Nap's master plan to let nobody know a thing about him. He's always lived in Japan. Yeah, can you imagine? I've always been there. This whole time, I actually took a trip to Nunavut, and that was the trip. Hello, comrades. Hello. How do? I hope you're doing well. King Nap leaving didn't break the curse. I'm still in chat. Well, then I'm afraid, King, that it just is never gonna break for you. To be so for real, I mean, if I didn't become totally washed after being gone for 3 weeks, I think you guys are just trapped here. I'm sorry. Like, did you get cursed by like? Oh, when you were a child, did you open the door to a vaguely ugly old woman who then cursed you for saying such things because you were like a child and she could do this apparently? And then she turned you into a hideous beast. But instead of getting your mansion, you were trapped into watching Napoleon the 7th on Twitch.tv. Did that happen to you? Is that a relatable experience? Anybody else? Bueller? Hey, Shanap, I'm currently reading the Star Wars fanfiction, the Clone Wars era, in which Qui-Gon Jinn lives, and Obi-Wan goes on to become a battle master and a Mandalorian. He trains Ahsoka in his 142 chapters. Dios mío! Well, where's Anakin in all this? Huh? Is the Clone Wars even happening then? If Qui-Gon's alive, I'm so confused. Bright is right. It's a ruse. No. No. Shh. Don't tell anybody. It's been my longest running bit. I don't understand English. Don't understand. Oh, it's alright, kid. I hope you're doing well. You're more than welcome here. I don't understand the other language. I assume it was potentially Ukrainian, or maybe like, I don't know, is it Polish? Or, I don't know, Belarusian? Is that a language? Georgian? I'm late for a very important date. You're like, what with the little rabbit and the pocket watch? Hi, Gren! Outdo. Nap, yes, because Nap would want to wake up at 5 a.m. every Monday and Friday just to pretend he's not from Japan, and his Japanese accent was obliterated as soon as he chose to become a streamer. How'd you know? How'd you know? Stop telling my truths. Wait a minute. When are you playing Ace Attorney? I need to warn my people. Maybe during a nap week. Maybe during a nap week that I need to schedule. Obviously, Qui-Gon trains Anakin. Most everything else is similar to canon. But then Anakin's not in a whole thing. The canon's very different. But wait a minute. But wait. But wait. Nap, guess what? What? I'm pretty sure the longest known fiction ever written is a fanfic or something. Yeah, isn't it about isn't it about Smash? Isn't it or maybe it's about Sonic? I remember hearing about that. I feel like it was from Tiger. Or maybe someone else, but I remember maybe it was from Pink. Eons ago. Nap's back, let's go! But he stepped to the left because that's the point of AU. Yeah, but then he's gonna grow up healthy. That's not good. He needs to be damaged. Wait a minute. He needs to be damaged and reckless. Wait a second. You want a link to find out how it differs? I don't know. I've never really read any of that. I fear what it will do to me. I fear what will happen. I'm watching Minecraft film in English, but Russian subtitles. Oh, Russian. It was a Russian. Fair enough. Does Jack? Wait. So it still sounds like Jack Black. It just has subtitles to understand. Ah, that makes sense. So what is the subtitle for Chicken Jockey then? Wait a minute. It's a fanfic of Smash Bros. Let's go. I can't wait for nap week. Yo, sadly, it probably won't be able to happen this month due to some news that I've received, in which I have commitments now. At least one night, long into each night of at least one day each week for all of June. Because I was a fool and agreed to be in a stupid show like an idiot. I don't even know my lines! Oh, God. My friend's an historical reenactor. We just talked about that. I just Googled it. Smash Bros. 1 is 4.1 million words. The longest based on a cartoon, The Loud House, and has around 15 million words. I'm sorry. 15 million words about The Loud House? What could they possibly have to write about? Was that even that deep of a show? That's more words than were ever said by any of those characters. I can't wait for Nap to get back to Outer Wilds, a puzzle exploration game that he abandoned for a month and a half. I'm playing Minecraft because it's the first stream back, okay? And then I was gonna play a different game on Friday, but then you told me it was Summer Games Fest, and me like trailers. Me love little trailer guys that come by, and I go, yippee! Look at that game! Look, it looks so cool and fun and awesome in progress, and it's gonna be Ghost of Yotei! Oh, it's gonna be so sick! I'm sorry. I'm calm. I'm good. I don't know what came over me. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. A show? Jesus Christ, Jesus, man, what show you with? Yeah, a show. Don't worry about it. I've said more than I should. Long and the short of it, I agreed to an acting gig that I shouldn't have because I was leaving for half a month. And they were desperate, and they were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll like send you videos of the choreography you need to learn, and just know your lines, and also, do you want to play this other role too? And I was like, well, you just said you wanted me for one role, and they said, how about two? And I said, what? And they said, yeah. And then when you get back, we're gonna be in final rehearsal, and you gotta do it. Don't mess up. And I went, okay. Cool. So anyway, I thought I'd get out of it because I said, yeah, and I'm not available on Mondays and Fridays usually, so I don't think I can. And they said, no, that's fine. And I said, what? What do you mean? Not gonna let you brush past the show. What do you mean? Come on, you don't need to know details. Is this the thing you wanted to talk about? No, ironically enough, no, it is not. But this is something different. This is a friend who came to me because she just knew I. How do I say this without getting absolutely dunked on? Are you the new James Bond? How'd you know? My auditions were in Japan. How'd you know? They looked at me and they said, that man is the most British man I've ever seen. Let's cast him. I'm going to write 1 million words of Napoleon fanfiction. I doubt. The longest one ever done was already insane. It was, God, I think it was like 100,000 words or something like that. It's tragic. It was actually a very moving piece of writing. I was like, oh my God, that's sad. Why is this so sad? So you know what? Fill your boots. You know what, Mello? If you hit 1 million words, we'll play Fortnite. We'll play Delta. We'll play whatever game you want, King. Could you do a nap 6 days, not nap week? Well, nap weeks are only 5 to begin with, because they're nap work weeks, you see. You see, you are a drama kidnap. You do need to punch around the. I am not a drama kid. That is expressly the. I am not part of this normally. This is an abnormal occurrence. Anakin is not okay. He's horribly traumatized. Oh, thank God. This is not Qui-Gon Jinn apologist. What do you mean apologist? Apologist? What did he do wrong? What's he ever done wrong? He was a good man. He's not a good master Anakin. What do you mean? He'd be great. Anakin hasn't fallen yet because of other people. Not Qui-Gon would be great. He's chill. I love that man. How dare you? You were doing so well in Outer Wilds DLC and now your memory's shot. We've lost the plot. This is so sad. You're wrong. I remember the plot entirely. I would lock in a second. You've already agreed to play Fortnite. Yes, but I didn't agree technically to play it with... if I choose to be a little stinker, technically, I only agreed to play it. That doesn't mean I play it with people. Technically, I have a card up my sleeve. You see, I could just be a little meanie. No, guys, actually, he's gonna take Tom Cruise's job. I would need to shrink so much to become Tom Cruise and become a Scientologist. If I hit 1 million words, we do a collab stream so I can finally know I'm not just being parasocial. Oh my God. I went to play Minecraft, but my time is 2:15 in the morning. No! Oh, what do you mean? Wait a minute. No, that's your perfect Minecraft hours. What do you mean? Why not play now? The Star Wars season ends soon. You see, I'd have to download it. I've never played. If Mello writes 1 million words, if we get to collab Fortnite, Mello, get to work! Mello, now! We're playing Sky Child of Light. Oh my God, Mike. Oh my God. Mello, you're throwing! Fortnite with chat is absolutely up in the air, but regardless, my offer to manage the chat queue Wall Street still stands. Oh my God. We're playing. For the record, your first few games fill the entire lobby with bots. You will almost certainly win your first game. Nuh-uh, my win will be real. My victory royale will be fantastic and real and cool, and not because of bots. I will just be. You don't realize that I am gonna be training. Some of you don't know this, but I've booked. I've messaged the greatest Fortnite player to ever live, and they will teach me. They will coach me in Fortnite before you ever see it, and by God, will that lead to me being just the most cracked Fortnite player imaginable. You will weep as you bear witness to the skills I will have on display. You're right. I need to focus. I need to remember the plot. There's these books for Star Wars Legends where Qui-Gon wildly horrible things during Obi-Wan's apprenticeship, and the fic follows that canon. I like angst, and bad parent Qui-Gon is interesting. So are the plot points in these books. Obi-Wan in those books went through so much traumatic things. But he's just a cool little guy. You should leave him alone. Have you make people? What can I say? I have that effect on people. I thought you were actually calling me. Oh my God. While not playing online, is this universe going to implode? Maybe. What are you implying? That I never play online games? That I only ever play single player games? No, that'd be crazy. Closing Sky Child of Light. Instead, we will be writing my 5K first chapter of Ageless Archive. All right, now just remember, deep betrayals. You know, you got experimentations and Oh, what was the main plot of that other one? I think it was experimentation and. Oh, I'm blanking. I read it like years ago now. I could find it, but dear God, the effort for that. One day it will come out. Of course. Yes, surely. Surely one day it'll come out. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Bop, bop, bop. I want to see you rage at people online for being stupid. It'll be great. Me? Ray? I'm not really the type to rage at games. It's just not really my style. Minus one time with Celeste, which did leave me molding. I must admit. I must admit, I was molding. That game tested me. That game, ooh-wee, that game. Loved it. Genuine, great game. Love that game. Would recommend it in a heartbeat. Ooh, there was one level. It was one level, and you know what the real kicker is I watched recently, well, like within the last few months, I watched a streamer that I watch who happened to be playing Celeste. They did it like that in a heartbeat. They were through that hotel, and I was so thrilled for them, so happy with how quickly they did it. Molding, balding, cheesed up. I knew it must have been bad because like I didn't feel like I was molding that bad, but then MJ was like, "Nap, are you okay?" I was like, "What? No, I'm having a great time." Story time for the recently deceased. But who's died? Nabe, you were just welcome to the Night Vale, but it's in a library. I don't know what that means, but cool. See, I'm the type of person who understands that there's many different canons in Star Wars, and many widely believed fans think so that a character I absolutely abhor for various reasons can be someone else's genuine choice, and I acknowledge that it's possible different versions of the same character. Sounds fake. No, I disagree. Can you imagine I just take a hardline stance? I go, no, not possible. Oh my God. Ray, have you consumed any canon Star Wars? I watched all the movies many times, MJ. Yeah, take that, MJ. Ye who have never seen the movies. You fiend. Watch the movies. You would like them. Probably. Most people do. Actually, you know what you need to play? That up the mountain thing where the guy is stuck in a cauldron and uses the hammer to climb stuff. Oh, Getting Over It? No, I much prefer Quap, which is made by the same guy. We were talking about it in the Discord, I feel like, actually. The hit 2008 game, Quap. Beloved by many of today's youth. Don't take that, MJ. Mina, when they first started reading the fanfic, they hadn't watched the movies. Okay, well, I will still take that, MJ, because you haven't watched the movie. Weird supernatural things while Character Nap stays working there through it because while everyone else is saying it's normal and I'm being paid $25 an hour. I mean, I'd stick around in a haunted library for that. What do you mean? For $25 an hour? Baby, I'm staying. What do you mean? I'm knowing every one of them ghosts' names. Have you ever played Portal on stream? I have. Good God, he has. That's my next bitch. Yo. Fun fact, actually, Bite. Originally, I played it so long ago now, but it's still one of my favorite streams we ever did was Portal 1 and Portal 2. But originally, I was going to then follow it up with Portal 2 co-op that I had organized and arranged with Is this B? I don't mean this in a BM way. It's totally fine. It fell through. It's just funny because Brightbite knows who this other streamer is. With one Mr. Sam. one artist formerly known as Ascend Sam. But alas, I think it would have been fun. And then I've never let co-op darken my door again, much to the chagrin of a few nameable members of chat. Nap, when are we announcing that we're doing the Portal 2 co-op week now that I've graduated? See, I told you, nameable members of chat. He's working desk 2. He doesn't even have to put books up or run programs. I mean, this sounds like... Is this not just Five Nights at Freddy's, but in a library? Yo, stab it up. Yeah, yo. Is great and equally as funny as the main game. Love it. I have heard it's pretty good. I saw the Star Wars movies many times during my childhood and have only read fanfic. However, I started reading Clone Wars fanfiction without watching the show. So MJ is right, but wrong. Have you still never watched the Clone Wars show? Have you still not ever watched it? No more! Portal 2 co-op and my life is yours. Oh my god. I hope Sam's doing well. I know he occasionally still posts on YouTube, but I just hope he's doing well. I hope life's been treating him well. I think he's, as far as I'm aware, he's all like off doing life. But good for him. Good for him. I hope you play Ace Attorney when I graduate, man. It would be the light at the end of the tunnel. What's the timeline? How long do I got? See, this is what I'm saying. No, you haven't, Ray. I refute and pull back every statement I made in your defense. MJ, you're absolutely right and based. You know, every day, you know, MJ, I should have never doubted. You know what? I take it all back. He did, however, see his boss grabbing fistful of $1 bills out of a strange purple portal in the supply closet, so the money he's getting is maybe not the most legal. However, the checks don't bounce. Hey, money don't gotta be clean so long as it goes cha-ching, man, you know? Bada bing, bada boo. Well, I watched some clips of specific characters, but the show in its entirety? No. Why the betrayal, Ray? Why? I stood up for you. Oh. Woo! MJ wins. Now, if I graduated college and sub for 4 years, and also you just called me base, can that constitute Portal 2 co-op? That's awesome. Nah, please. I'm just banging on the door. You know that Daffy Duck sequence? Do you know what I would mean if I said, turn off the water! Turn off the water! Turn off the water! I would say there'll probably be a nap week at some point that it would fit in. I would say that's doable. I won't. I would say that there could be a light at the end of the tunnel for that. Mayhap. MJ just throws me into a vat of acid. Are you terraforming or gathering materials? Gathering materials? My first ever Star Wars match, I did it fully chronological. Prequels, then some shows, spin-off movies, even Jedi games and VR games, all before watching the originals once. That is the most amazingly unhinged thing I've ever heard. That's the most amazingly unhinged thing I've ever heard, and I've studied the Khmer Rouge. I take that back. I think, okay, maybe that hyperbole was a bit too much. Maybe, okay, you know what? And if you don't know what I meant by that, don't look it up. Don't worry about it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that was a bridge too far. It is still crazy. It's a crazy way of doing things. The games, who? What do you mean? Like the Force Unleashed? Like Han Solo dancing in Cloud City? Were you flying solo? What do you mean? Look, the release order isn't the same as the chronological order. It would take so much effort to watch it chronologically. Well, you don't need to watch the show chronologically. I mean, if you want to, there's a guide online, and it's actually very easy. It tells you which episode of people have it written up if you need to watch it chronological. But me personally, I actually think the show benefits from not being chronologically watched because they definitely didn't think about it when they were making it in the first few seasons. This isn't really a scene I plan on putting in. It's just so character nap stares at the index cleric, his boss, doing this, and then it's like, so about that overtime, and they never talk about it. Oh my god. I do need to. Why would you need to though? No, just the canon stuff, Jedi Survivor and such. Okay, fair. Okay, all right, I get it. Wait, does that mean you played the Battlefront games? Because those are canon. Not the 2005 and 2001 ones. I guess those aren't canon technically. I'm watching the entirety of the WWE in order from start to right. What does that mean exactly? Elaborate. Yeah, but I'd have to pay way too much attention. Not really. It would just be like, oh cool. Then you would have lots of video essays you could go watch that then be like, did you know? Actually, funny enough, on one of my earliest videos, I'm pretty sure on the Mr. Fox video, or maybe it's the Lilo and Stitch one. One of them, somebody did really early on ask me to do a video essay on Star Wars: The Clone Wars out of nowhere. In a way that I remember being like, what about this video made you think that I would be a good fit for that? I mean, I would be, I think. Boy, howdy, have I hemmed and hawed about like doing a genuine deep dive into the but I just don't want to become a Star Wars channel, and I feel like that's a quick step towards that. And I have no interest in being a Star Wars channel, though that community sucks. No offense. That just seems bad. Bad idea. I'm procrastinating, but I'm starting to get bored too. For what? For which element? Yes, I played Battlefront campaigns and Squadrons. Ooh. Wait, Squadrons was a really fun game, wasn't it? It was like the Starfighter one, right? I just think reading fic about something you've never consumed is a little crazy. True. But in fairness, I do know people who do it. I suppose it's really just... The crazy part of it, I think, would really just be like the lack of basis. You know what I mean? Like, because correct me if I'm wrong, isn't part of the appeal of like that whole like fan-made fiction ecosystem that you don't have to do the legwork of like learning who characters are? Like you already have a base understanding. You know what I mean? Like you would already have a basics to work off of. Like you're like, oh, I know these characters already because I've seen what they're in, you know? Like if you're reading a fan fiction about Marvel, I guess, you'd be like, I have seen the movie. Yes, I know who Tony Stark is. So you wouldn't need to do the legwork of being like, okay, so he had palladium poisoning at one point. You would just know that unless it was like something that wasn't getting addressed, you know? So I feel like that would be the weird, like, I feel like it would just be that you would see writing that doesn't have all the same development baked into it. So that might cause a problem. Yo, Tiger! How do? Howdy, chat. Howdy, Lucas. Howdy, Monomoy. Howdy, Nap. How do? Tiger, I hope you're doing well. Chat, I'm late, but doing physical therapy for my back. It's helping very much. Yo, no worries, dude. I'm glad the back's feeling good. Happy Pride Month, King. I mean, it means I'm watching 50s pro wrestling for fun. Here's the thing, Ray is a DC fan. It makes perfect sense they would read it without consuming it. Huh? It is crazy, but I have some background information for the movies and some clips. I started by fic, where Luke time travels into the past during the Clone Wars. You fell into the rabbit hole. Oh, that makes sense. You funky little clone boys. So blame Luke Skywalker. You know what? That's words to live by. That right there, that's words. I saw him in his Chanel boots. He's to blame for a lot. Yeah, that's the one. Yo, did you play that in VR? That would have been sick. You played Squadrons in VR? My motivation to work on my 100K word Percy Jackson fanfic is inversely proportional to the amount of free time I have to work on it. That either means you have lots of free time and really don't want to work on it, or you have no free time and really want to work on it. And I don't know which is a funnier version to be. We'll write fics without reading the comics. That still feels less crazy because of how ubiquitous those characters are. You know what I mean? It's like, for me, I think if you made a Mount Rushmore of superheroes, it would be Superman, the superhero, Spider-Man, the personification of like Marvel, Batman, the personification of DC, and then Wonder Woman, the personification of the heroine in superhero media. Like that is the 4 biggest superheroes, and I don't think you could provide me with an argument for anybody else. So it's like the 3 of those being DC properties just kind of makes it that it's like, yeah, everybody kind of just has an idea of who those characters are. You just kind of know. And so it's like, I could understand not needing all the background of like DC's comic books to understand it. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Hope so. I need a lot of tough, actually. That's what I should be gathering right now. Did I leave any in this chest over here? I love it when Darth Vader meets the Force Ghost of Anakin. Ooh. That actually happens in one of the Vader comics. No idea if anything in canon explicitly makes that impossible, but I don't care. It'd be cool. It both is and isn't possible, and happens in, I want to say Darth Vader issue 12. Maybe it's issue 10. Which, if you've never read the Vader comics, they're very, very good and very, very tragic and sad and awesome. So if you like angst, you sad people, you angsty, sad people in this chat. I don't know what I did to attract so many who love evisceration and anonymous.
Hope everyone's having a great Pride Month. Shout out to the gays.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the gays. Indeed. What a choice. But yeah. For all the people here who seem to like really dark, sad stories, the Vader comics should be right up your alley. Oh, I've been on HRT for 4 years. Let's go! W. And hopefully never happier. I have not free time. I really want to work on it. Now people look at me in the eyes and write a fic where Cassandra Cain kills the Joker because Jason is having PTSD or whatever, and it's like, how did we get here? Huh? It drove me nuts and blocked the person on everything so I wouldn't see anything anymore. Cassandra Cain kills the Joker because Jason's having What? I don't follow this plot line, but cool? Question mark? The issue is DC is various different versions of the same character in many other media. You're right. Yeah, well, because they're the origin. Well, not the very singular origins, but they're like an originator of the idea of Elseworld stories being like a mainstay thing. Being like, yeah, let's make a bunch of Elseworld stories. It'll be great. What if Superman landed in the Soviet Union? Yippee! And you go, yippee. What do you mean, yippee? That sounds awful. Poor Superman. Yeah, poor guy. Is he gonna get any help? No. No, he's just gonna have to deal with it. Oh. That sucks for him. I only read one comic line in my chronological watch. I'll add Vader one next time. Yo. W. Yeah, that comic is like really solid and explores a lot of interesting themes for Vader specifically, who is just one of the coolest characters in fiction. Hi, Tyler. Oh, is Tyler back? Yo, bully out there. What are we doing, gang? I'm gathering resources and catching everybody up on since I've just came back from being away. What are you doing? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? You know what comic I've been reading while you've been gone, Nap? No, pray tell. Tyler's and ours, don't worry about it, Nap. I know you wouldn't get it. Oh my god. I still really don't think that's the case, but for whatever reason, you are so locked in on it. I can't help but I'm starting to doubt my own belief. Maybe I'm wrong. You seem so assured. The issue is people read fanfics, then write based on the fabrics that they read, and after years of that, it just devolves into people hearing, oh, that weird mute girl is an assassin as a child. I'll write her killing someone for character I actually like without knowing that wouldn't work. She wouldn't do that. Oh, so it's because of the fact that they're writing off the importance for that other character. And I see, a character assassination for the development of a different character. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be much the same as if somebody wrote a story where Batman kills him. Because it'd be like, well, that's the entire antithesis of why wouldn't he have just done that long before, you know? Like that's just entirely against that the moralities of that character. I suppose if they wrote it well enough, they should be able to arrive to that place, but I can understand frustration with that, yeah. Speaking of those Legends books about Obi-Wan Padawanship, they're no longer in print, so I'd have to pay for a digital copy in order to actually read them, but they seem really interesting, so I'm upset about this. The fanfiction makes me want to read them. Current I cannot. You don't mean Kenobi, do you? Like the series, like the book series called Kenobi? Because I actually own that series. Where he's like, it was I wish it's what the show was based on. It was a way cooler story. I have a top sheet on my bed, finally. Top sheet on my bed after 3 weeks. Let's go! W. I'm glad you doubt yourself. It's something I try to instill in you every day. Tyler would own the bit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Tyler would own the bit. He's just not the type to not, you know? No, hold on. I can remember the name. Give me a sec. Sure thing. If you would like a different recommendation, I also think that, yeah, the Kenobi book series, which was just one book, but it takes place in between episode 3 and 4, and it's such a good story that explores the Tusken Raiders and just life on Tatooine, and he doesn't, you know, leave for a bunch of random stuff that kind of makes no sense long term, but, you know. I mean, at least that, you know, I will say this for the Kenobi show. It does add an interesting element of the idea of like, oh, well, you know, like, this does make sense then why Leia's like, knows who Obi-Wan Kenobi is and why to ask to be like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, you know? Jack, can we drown this man? Why? What did I do? I don't have the money for it, so that. What do you mean? What do you mean, drown him? What on earth did I do? I've just been people talking. Please. Then when that happens, the comic writers see the community likes and writes that, which is how we get Jason being Tim's older brother and loving him, and Roy Harper only being relevant in Gotham stuff and Cassandra Cain's orphan. Ah, I see what you're saying. Oh, so you're worried about how fandom has started affecting the media instead of media. That's actually a very interesting long-term topic. I don't want to unpack it here because I'm sure not too many people here find it that interesting. But there's a really interesting element to media right now where never before, like if you went 15 years earlier and back, you would never see the idea. Like, sure, there was testing audiences and stuff like that, and that was important, but like the input that a fandom and community and like has upon a property these days is insane comparative to like years prior, and arguably not for the best in terms of how it affects the creative process, because that input can result in and the fixing that can be done because of this input, quote unquote fixing, can undermine the creative visions that otherwise would have been explored of individual artists, because of the safety nets that the studios see in testing everything and only existing and living by what is quote unquote popular, which is also arguably how you get the issue of remakes, constant unchanging remakes, live action, non-live action movies where it's remake the Jungle Book a third time, and Lady and the Tramp 2, which was somehow called live action despite being entirely CG. You know? Anyway, but then it also has some benefits though, because, you know, like, for instance, Sonic, where that input changed things for the better. I finally got to do to the 2012 era of Transformer comics. I finished the earlier era and got to the story split, More Than Meets the Eye and Robots in Disguise. More Than Meets the Eye is the joke after joke, while being traumatized in Robots in Disguise is like politics hell. Well, now I want to read Robots in Disguise. Wait, there's a deep political comic about what, about Transformers? The Jedi Apprentice series. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one from the early 2000s? Say it, but like, let me talk about Transformers also. I mean, the same thing could probably be said for Transformers. It sucks, Nap. It's why Nightwing's 2016 was the way it was, because they were like hardcore absorbing what the fans seemed to like. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, is when that becomes like all that will be regurgitated, because it's like, oh, well, this will sell well. That has detriment. But at the same time, there is value to including fans in the process of making. It's just like, this is an era of creative art that like has been the most accessible and caring about the input of fans ever, for better or for worse. You know what I mean? Where it's like the input of like what a community, like a fan community, like even if like, you know, where they had like I'm the president of the fan club, like nobody would have cared in old Hollywood. You know what I mean? They would have been like, yeah, that's nice, kid, sure. But now that input is taken a lot more seriously. It is also arguably, especially online input, caused problems in lots of different communities. I would argue that it was detrimental, at least in part, to things like Baldur's Gate. But that's just me. Why did a random DJ appear on my Twitch and it was slaying hard? Huh? Who? What DJ? Good example is Batgirls 2022, when they had Cash boiled down to being emo and quiet, and her being totally fine leaving a child to die, despite the fact in most of her actual solo comics she had the motto of nobody dies. Well, you know, they just forgot. I'm done complaining now, takes a bow. No, keep complaining. Polly, you just want to rile me up so I get on a call and complain. Oh my god. The 2012 era starts with the big 4 million year long war. A bunch of Cybertronians who never took a side are called back home, and the planet is reverted to a primal state, and there's lots of tension, and a half group leaves to find ancient powers, and half stays behind to run the planet and make things good. And it's messy, and also Optimus goes off on his own because he's like the face of the war, and every neutral party kind of hates him for what he represents, so he runs. But they can't hate him. He's Optimus Prime. He's cool. He's cool and awesome. No. I accidentally left this stream and this guy called DJ Bounce appeared on my home screen. I was like, who the heck are you? Shout out my boy DJ Bounce. Don't know anything about him. Hope he's not a bad guy. Oh my god. I'm on the hunt for specifically tough. But in general, I think it's very interesting how, like, I don't know, fandom discourse. It's the same way that there's a large-scale argument to the idea that, like, fandom culture has shifted within the last few years, specifically due to the post-pandemic. Or, well, due to the pandemic years and how consumption of media changed. It's all very interesting. I don't even know how you'd begin to like tackle it as a subject. It's a massive, I mean, it even get like, because that kind of thing boils down and branches off into like movie going experiences, how the cinema's not the same anymore. Like how, oh yeah, like now everybody yells and whoops and hollers and acts like it's their own living room and da 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 da. And like sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. It depends on if it's an endgame experience or if you're like watching Sinners or if you're watching the Minecraft movie or if you're watching like Schindler's List. Like, you know, these things are all very different in what they ought to be and how these experiences ought to be enjoyed and what that means and so on and so forth. It's the same way though that like there's so many people who just hate having, I don't know, rules. There's like this rejection of rules-based society in a good way for some cases and a bad way for others, which is you know, a very nothing statement by me, but that's because I don't think we really have the time nor patience to unpack that whole conversation right now on a Twitch stream. Also, the argument immediately starts with More Than Meets the Eye ship exploded, so everyone on our Robots in Disguise side thinks they're dead, and that's like traumatizing. It's awesome. And that's traumatizing. It's awesome, said with glee. Like, what? Chatters, I will never... The desire... Why do you all crave trauma and angst, My god, the appetite for just little for your little guys getting just absolutely traumatized forever and always is astonishing. Not necessarily bad, but astonishing. Bumblebee uses a cane, also a taser. Why has he got a cane? What? He's a robot. Why has he got a cane? I guess that one Blackbird did have a cane. What was that guy's name? From like, I want to say the sequel, like the second Transformers movie. He was like, oh, the Decepticons lose, and they're like, no, they're winning. He's like, oh, rats, I'll change swords. Ah, and he was like a Black Hawk. Like, dude, I love abusive Bruce Wayne Batman fics, but I would never want it to be canon in any way. It doesn't make sense for Batman as a character, and any canon story that has it loses me completely. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, is I can totally understand, like, the desire to be like, yeah, I just kind of want to shake things up and have an Elseworld different story. Like, that, because that kind of just makes sense. It's like, yeah. But what makes it interesting is that it's non-canon, like, it is non-canonical, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, that kind of storyline would just make the character of Batman make no sense. Like, that ain't no hero, what do you mean? Where it's like, and that's, I think a lot of people, just speaking specifically about Batman, I think a lot of people get very confused and tied up in the idea that they're like, Batman's gotta be like an anti-hero gray. No, No, he's the Dark Knight, but he is entirely a hero. He's not the Punisher. He's not... He's not an anti-hero. He's a pure hero. He's not even like he's a bad, maybe sometimes bad guy. No, he's kind of just always a hero. He just might do the occasional thing that you're like, kind of a jerk move, but not really a bad move. Not a bad guy move. In 2005 era, they weren't on the Earth, and Optimus had to go off and do something or other in space, so he left Bumblebee in charge, and he did a really good job, but he got injured, and they couldn't fix his leg joint, so he uses a cane for a while. They got it fixed, but he kind of just using it now, and constant part of the character, and it's a nice yay. Yo! This sounds like it has so much more development than I'm used to in Transformers. But then again, that's kind of like, who was it? Was it Tyler who was explaining Power Rangers to me like months back? Where I didn't know that was like a long-standing thing of like, people were like, yes, the Power Rangers series. It's a robust and well fleshed out multi-unit still going series with comics. And I was like, what? Huh? Because never in my life had I heard that. I thought Power Rangers was like this silly show from the 90s. And lo and behold, you know? And what can I throw down? Throw out the gravel. I do not need gravel. Probably put this down here. Well, the 2012 era is entirely what happens after the war ends, so it's a whole new world for it because the war has been going for 4 million years. I don't know if I ever realized that. You know, I do know in the Bumblebee movie, Optimus seemed pretty sick. Namely because he just like jumped off a building and like took 3 people down. It was so cool. See, I feel like all I know about Transformers is just some sick fight scene. And I go boom. And yet here I am now learning that they have like deep, complex, you know, like, well, you know, he may have been a hero in the war, but he's actually, you know, he's kind of, because he's a war leader, there's factions that don't really wish to see him still be a part of Cybertron society. And it's like, what? I thought this was the movie about Big Boom, you know? I didn't know we had Optimus getting exploded and stuff like that being also a political like analogy. It's really nice seeing how everything ties back together. I love how interconnected it can be. I am not reading the 80s Marvel era comics. Why not? Are they bad? Or are they just really like formulaic? Oh man. Oh yeah, so by the way, I was gonna tell this story earlier. So while I was in Japan, the World's Fair, chatters, if you have any chance to look up and see any of these things online about it, highly recommend it. It's got a lot of really interesting pavilions, some with some online elements that you too can witness. So many cool things. I got to see Hello Kitty be made of algae-based plastic that can be like disintegrated within a year by ocean water, making it like a biodegradable plastic. Oh, it was wondrous. I'm very nearly done with my chainmail. Yo, I've only got a little bit left to do. Yo, finally, he will be armored, and Gwen will be unstoppable. No, I just don't want to start. No, I just wanted to start with the 2005 stuff. Yeah, fair. Then I could do the panels and sew the underholds to my trousers so that it looks like I'm wearing chainmail pants. Yo! Hey, dude, that sounds sick. You actually must be excited because I assume that summertime brings about a lot more of the whole, you know, Ren Fair reenactment stuff. That must be sick. But I will say, speaking back to the World's Fair, I don't like the mascot. I think he's a little freak. I think he's a little freak and I don't like him. Go look him up. Go look up mascot for Osaka's World Fair 2025. He's a little freak and I hate him. I don't like him one bit. Did I like the pavilions and the cool structures they built? Absolutely. Did I wish for the earth to swallow me whole as I saw this monstrosity walk towards me? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He struck fear into me in a way that was primal. He was a dark aura exuded from this being, and I wish to never be in the same city as him again. Monster. It's a point of contention because they don't like the war. Obviously, that's why they can't. Obviously, that's why they left Cybertron. But the war heroes don't feel like it's fair to criticize the war when they weren't friggin' there. But Optimus is like, clearly, I can see you guys don't like me. I'll go away. And he says to himself, everyone thinks I did this for them, but everyone thinks I did this for them, but it was actually a super selfish move because I'm leaving the planet in a super rocky state and running and putting Bumblebee back in charge. And also, Hot Rod is leaving. Why's it got somebody? That's what I'm saying. He's a little freak. He's a little freak, and I don't like him. Why has he got so many eyes? I don't like that one bit. Also, Nap, I wanted to ask, do you have a P.O. box? I do not. I don't know, and I have an oil painted of you. An oil painting I did for my art teacher. Can I see a picture of it? Can you put it in the Discord? I wish to see it. I don't have a P.O. box, namely because I'm far too paranoid for such things. Yeah, just as a human being. But yo, that's awesome. Wait, that's so sick. Hi, Nap. Hi, Chad. How's it going? Yo, Lizzie! How do? It's going well, dude. How are you? He has an eye for a tail. What? I don't know. He's a little freak and I hate him. He's a monster. I don't even know what he's meant to represent. It wasn't explained. He horrifies me to my core. He's there like this little demon. Ready? And the crazy thing is you enter and there's a massive statue of him just like kneeling. just like on both knees, splayed out in front of you, and it's very concerning. It scares me. I didn't like it one bit. He's just there waiting to I don't know, like get up and fight you. Bro standing there like, be not afraid. Oh my god. Nap, you've seen it. It's the one I did ages ago and put in the frame to make it look like it was crying, but I could send it to you again. Oh, that one. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you meant a different one. That one is still sick, but the way you phrased it made it sound like it was a new one. I was like, yo, I like him. You guys are weird. I don't like him one bit. He's a little freak. He was just he scuttles around, and I dislike him. He tries to ruin my day every time. Described as a mysterious creature with a body composed of cells, red and water blue, typically appear in the upright bipedal position, one imitating that of human beings. Its body is amorphous and it can transform. What does that mean? It has blue torso, 2 legs, 2 arms, red globular ring on its head. Globular? With multiple eyeballs and a smiling mouth in the middle. Yamashita's design was chosen from nearly 2,000 public submissions. They chose that? Rather than smart or good looking, I thought people would like a clumsy character. Supervise development of the Mega Man identity, such as how it walks, talks, and reacts. It looks like it wants to steal, like, pudding, and I don't like that. It gives off this aura that it will snatch away your soul and your baked good. I'm gonna have to go all around America just to get it. Knock on every door. Knock on every door in every building. I like them. My God. Well, then you support a criminal. You support a fiend. I mean, in fairness, he is. I do have many pins with him on it now. And I also own chopsticks with him on. In fairness, he's on a lot of things I bought. I really liked the expo. It was cool. I also ended up having to pick so I was made at gunpoint by this lovely lady who took me off the street into a big Hello Kitty store. She had decided because my friend had a Hello Kitty pin, and she decided that we all needed to come in. And then I said I didn't know anything about Hello Kitty. And so she said, I must have a favorite character now. So now I have a new, I now own merch of a Hello Kitty character that I know nothing about. It's a small bunny named Cinnamon Roll. And just because I was like, he's cute, I like him, sure. Will this satiate the gods? Is this okay? Which is just kind of the way everything is. I don't know about any of you, but what I learned is that in Japan, in the way that you might see people who like sports teams here in America, you would see people like anime there. And when I say that is, like, you would see a 60-year-old man on the subway with like a small little Pikachu or like little trinket for an anime dangling off their briefcase. Just a 60-year-old salary man. And you're like, huh? Or like celebrities don't advertise things. It's advertised by like anime characters. Like there was water that we drank that was like advertised by like one of the characters from Haikyuu. I'll take the merch from you if you hate him so, but I like the World Expo. Seaman and Roll, born Monday, is a male white chubby puppy. It's not a puppy. I don't get that. Is clearly a bunny. He's a puppy in the way Goofy's a cow. He has blue eyes, pink cheeks, and a tail that resembles a cinnamon roll. Cinnamon Roll flies around the world, flies around town looking for fun and new adventures with his friends. One of his main hobbies is eating. Relatable based. Yeah, I'm glad I picked him. Mine is but when he's standing atop the stairs, psychologically torturing a Frenchman. Ah! My aunt sent me a graduation card and it's full of glitter! Ah! Is this you celebrating? Or is that bad? I mean, if the glitter gets everywhere, I guess that's probably paid. But hey, come on, it's great! Cool little celebration. Graduation, yippee. Where did I put? I know I got a bunch of those. I must have put them out in the sorter. Only kidding, I am no one Chiikawa fan. Fair. I mean, listen, all I know, my friend picked Pon Pon Purry, which is a little dog that's just a little scamp is how I'll describe him. I could barely get to the underdog check because of all the confetti. Good, they're making you work for it. My favorite Sanrio is Kuromi because it got. Is that the? Yeah. Okay, I know that one. Yeah, that one. Oh, she was everywhere. It was so cool. Like, it was so interesting how like pervasive it was, though. Like anime and cartoons and like little things like that. It was just so interesting and fun and silly and often like everybody. It was just enjoyable in a way. Like, you know, none of it. People do what they want anyway. Like that's not like it wasn't that was like shocking to see. It was like, you know, in small town, none of it. You kind of don't blink twice anyway. But it's just cool to see that side of a culture be embraced at like an all ages type deal. Your friend is base. Pom Pom Purry is the best. No, I listen. No, cinnamon roll's the best. Pom Pom Purry's all right. Okay. And then my other friend, she likes Karapi, who I think's a little frog. Frog. You go to the park with the deer, you could pay. Yeah, Nara? Yeah, I went to it's a temple area. Yeah, it's just outside of Osaka. So yeah, we spent a day in Nara. Went up the mountainside and went into the temple and stuff like that. But we also, yeah, like I got to bow to the deer and feed them, and that was cool. They were demanding little creatures, I'll tell you that though. They knew what they wanted, and it was the little crackers. They fight you for them if you weren't forthcoming. How about no nap? I agree to disagree. No, you're wrong. How about that? How about you're wrong? And I won't agree to disagree. They munch your clothes. They didn't for me, but they did for my friend. Her dress did get bitten through, and I was like, oof. Hey man, you know it's kind of like seeing goats. All right, they just do that. They did try to take a bite out of a journal I had, but that was about it. But otherwise, they were very cute. I was mostly interested in the actual like buildings, but the deer were very cute. I got lots of photos. Maybe it's in here. It is. I knew I had them somewheres. All right, now I need. Well, here actually, I'm gonna. Leave that there, and then I'm gonna come here. And I need bones. A bone meal, yes. Yes, more bones. Do I have none? Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Surely there's some more. We're gonna go kill a bunch of skeletons. I guess we're gonna stay up tonight to kill skeletons. Sorry, I guess I didn't express myself clearly enough. I like big challenges. The crocodile from Sanrio. What? Is that one of the Hello Kitty? Wait, are you talking about the Hello Kitty character still? Also, there was so much One Piece, which again, I failed. I'm a failure because I took this stupid gig in the stupid acting gig. I'm a failure. Oh my god, I didn't get through all of One Piece before I left. Oh god. I had such dreams, such ambitions. I got through a good bit though. And boy, am I glad I did, because it was listen, chatters, don't judge me too harshly on this next bit, but I went there. I was going to, I went to Japan with no intention of really being interested in, like, little guys, like, just being interested in those little, like, you know, like, little statues of, like, just little dudes. And then I got there, and I saw how cool a Killua looked, and listen, I don't know if any of you have ever seen Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter, if you prefer, but I kind of, listen, I may have spent far too much money on little guys, but they're cute, and I wanted them, and I now have them, and I regret nothing. But it was as though something overtook me. It was as though something overtook me in that moment. I was like, I must have it. I simply, I need this now. I'm not even that interested in anime. I like it, 1 or 2 series. But in that moment, I was like, I've never been one for merch, really. Like, it's just been something I've avoided for a long time. I don't really have, like, little things. I've always stopped myself and talked myself out of buying things like that. So I'm like, oh, I like it and I think it's cool, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, you know? But then, there I was. Nap, did you get obsessed with little guy? Yes! Yes, I did! It's okay there are so many episodes. Follow your dream, be king of the pirates. Oh, I wasn't watching it. I was reading it, King. I was trying to read the whole thing. Nap, you should make merch. King, I'm not big enough for merch. Are you crazy? Oh my god. Though there has been a wonderful design by one Edwardian Mystery. Big challenge is a Hello Kitty Sonori character who is a flat crocodile. Like, you only see him from one side profile, but you see both his eyes because he's like a doodle. In the new Hello Kitty Island game, they finally expressed him in 3D, and his eyes are just always like that. They're just always on one side. He's always facing one. That's awesome. Oh my god. That's why I can't go to Japan. I would spend all my money on Chikawa, Miku. Oh, the Miku stuff. Oh, there was so much Miku stuff. I came so close. So like, I'm not like a huge, like, Hatsune Miku's cool. I don't know a whole lot about her, but I came so close. There was this really sick vinyl of like a Hatsune Miku album. My friend bought one and she really wanted me to get one too, but I talked myself out of it. I'm very good at talking myself out of buying things. Little known fact. And by God, did I ever. But it was so cool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! Does this need to be 4 wide and I'm an idiot? It does. It does. It does. Nap, I need to tell you about my big gambling win. I'm sorry, what? I can make merch. Pay me with a Noida stream on June 27th. What is that? What do you mean? I have merch. No one's ever bought it, but set one up because funny. That's based, actually. You know what? Maybe Oliver. I'm buying the Oliver OEM merch. Give me the link. Oh my god. I'd buy everything. So please, merch when. I would want it to be like quality. I wouldn't want it to just be like, I wouldn't want to just set up like a silly little Redbubble or something. I'd not that all Redbubble stuff's silly, just like I would want to like really make something cool if I were to make merch. And I don't think I have that in me right now. But it's very kind that any of you would even like, even if you're being facetious, even to just say that you would be interested is insanely cool. Nap, I had a big gambling win. I'm a massive gambler. I love gambling. MJ, what do you mean? You can't say that. KF coin merch and big hole merch one day. We'll go into business together. Just Noid is a video game and I will make it broidered patch by hand. Please. Please. I mean, mayhap. I actually, what day did you say? The 27th? I think that maybe, if that's a Friday, if that's the last Friday of the month, I actually might not be able to stream that day. I think that's when I have a show. Because it's only running for like, for those like 5 days. Friday, oh my god. These trees, they give so many saplings. Thank God. I was worried. Let me spend money on that merch, please, please. Gachapon, the Ageless Empire figure. Oh my god, a gotcha of like different little keychain nap figures, like a little, oh my god, like a little soup, a little Lee-side nap, a little Warden nap, a little nap to 7th and David. No nap stream on the day of my birth. Is that your birth? No! Wait, no! The nap verse. Oh, true. We need it. We need the Ageless Empire nap. It needs to have the Ascendcraft nap, the New Depths SMP nap, the RSMP nap that nobody saw or knows the story for. There's a bajillion Transformers figures and toys, and there's this brand called Blokes who make these nice non-transformable figures who are quite small. They are different sizes of them and different I just want to play all that. There are different sizes for them and different themes, and some Transformers light up all that. So Blokes was hosting a giveaway for these new joint pieces, like Universal Arm Joint. And that's boring on its own, but the giveaway was also on a full set of new Transformers small size figures. So I threw my hat in the ring, never expected to win, but you won? You won? Blokes blocking. It's not, you don't have a C in that. That says Blokes. That says Blokes with 2 E's. What do you mean? Why would I assume it makes the block noise? I thought it was just a long form Blokes. I don't know, maybe they're a British company. I will do that if need be. I will draw little figurines. Oh my god. What I prefer Blokes to Blockies. I think Blokes is a fine name for a little company. I feel like I have so many different skins that I could easily do an OEM verse. You gotta work on lore. You gotta, hey, well, yeah, and you have lore too, don't you? Don't you have lore from, I'm blanking on the server's name, but it had New Australia. Didn't that end with like lore? I'm pretty sure it did. So it went from, aw man, my local comic store still hasn't released Defender 3 to, I never have to buy Defender 3 because I just won every single figure for free. And also the collector's code is also a special. That's so sick. Wait a minute. I thought you meant you just won like a joint. That's awesome, dude. Oh my god. Wait, that's so hype. Why is that actually so freaking cool? Dude, congrats. I mean, I'm not gonna promote gambling. That's in Japan, it's banned. There is no gambling. But still, let's go gambling. Oh, formation? I guess it's lore. I could like connect it all somehow. Oh, see, yeah, in fairness, all of mine's technically connected. Or at least I worked out how it would be if I decided to do that, I guess. Technically, I never needed to because none of those SMPs went far enough to need it, but... but technically, I did work out canonical connections for how all other naps would work. I didn't expect to win. I never win giveaways, but woo! Based. That's so sick, dude. I'd be over the moon. I'd be hype as heck. But yeah, also, anyway, back to my little guys. I probably will never show them off because they're so uncool. But it's so like there's just these. Some of them I haven't even watched their anime. I was just like, that's a cute little guy. What's he all about? He looks like he's having a good time. What a cutie patootie. And then I just had to have him. I've never been into it boggles my mind. I've never been into like just cute little figurines. And then there I was consumed, but I blame the air there. I think it's something like something overcame me, and suddenly I had to have it. It's the first time I've ever experienced that in my life. One day I'll have a cameo in the Ageless Empire, Lord. Just you wait, chat. Hey, man. Hey, you pitch me something. Pitch me something. We can make something work. Maybe if I died, you want to read the end poem? Do you want to be the guy who reads the end poem? Pictures be in the Discord after stream. Ooh, Nap, I'm literally showing off my little guys. Show off yours. But then I'm lame. I don't know why I feel like that lamifies me. I play Minecraft. They're so cool. I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know if anime is like a thing that anybody knows here. I'm not really into it. Are you calling me lame? No, just me. No, see, you're into Transformers and stuff. That's cool. My little guys are from like anime, and then somebody's gonna be like, Nap is what's the word you guys had? Weeb. People go like, Nap's a weeb. I'm like, what? Why are you throwing a pejorative at me? What does that mean? Then again, cringe is dead, so who knows? But then what if you track my location? What if somehow you figure out where I got these and then run back the security footage of those buildings? And then once you have that, you'd be able to find who bought the item. And then you could be like, hey, who bought it? And then you could find me. And then if you found me, you could track my plane tickets. And then if you track my plane tickets, you'd find where I live. And you'd know I'd live in none of it. Weeb. I used to watch anime. Cringe is dead. Nap anime when. I think it's just, I don't know. They excite me too much. I worry about getting overly excited about things on stream. Because then I noticed it in the Fallout playthrough. I talked way too fast. I just exploded into like a tirade rant about the coolness of the armor for the friggin' for the Enclave, because it looks so cool and awesome and sick. And I became unintelligible. How am I meant to be cool and mysterious when I have little guys and a special interest? That's not cool and mysterious. That's overtly honest. And I liked when you appreciated the Fallout stuff, but it wasn't intelligible. It was all over the place. That's like, I don't know, bad streaming or something. And then I go look at all these bullet train. I will show. I probably will photo dump some stuff. The food at the very least, namely because of the request of Edward. Because by God, the food in Japan was both so cheap and so good. Oh my God. Because there's like, and one was a bento box of the bullet train, because I went on the bullet train. It was so cool and I wanted it, and they looked at me weird because it was a kid's meal. But you better believe I bought it anyway, because I wanted the container it came in, because it was shaped like a bullet train, and I was like, but that's cool and I want it. So I had my silly little kid's meal. Oh, let me miss my chat. I looked away for a second. I think I did. You have to see UHC Generations? I don't know what that is. What is UHC Generation? Personally, I like when I can obviously tell someone generally cares about things they're talking about, but what do I know? But then I'm not cool and mysterious. And that's clearly why you're all here. Because of my cool, mysterious nature. For for no other reason. It's, you know, I listen. It's an element of my real life that I'm used to people not wanting the long explanation of cool things that I'm super into. And so I'm applying it to my streaming life. And so you're right. I probably will end up showing them off. It's the same way that, like, you know, like most people, like I see, like most people don't want the big long things, but that I'm not used to. You guys have, you guys do seem to like it when I talk about the things that I'm interested in, which is not quote unquote normal. Wait, that sounds bad. That makes it sound sad. I don't mean it in a sad way. I don't. I don't know. Growing up, I was just like, you know, you know when you talk fast and then you're like self-ascribed as like being a lot, you know, more like a that thing, you know. It's a Minecraft ultra hardcore world where when the person dies, they send the world off to the next person and they like hide Easter eggs for the next YouTuber. Wait, that's so cool. Wait, what? No, it's because of your whimsy. My whimsy? I do like being whimsical. I do like input, but I do love it. Yeah, okay, well that's, I mean, that's awesome, but that's abnormal. So I'm always, my gut reaction's always to the reverse. But okay, in that case, then yeah, we will probably talk about it because it was really cool. And I did really like those things. And I got to meet cool people through doing it. There was like a lot of like cool like traders who were like trading things for their collection. And I was like, I didn't know this was such a sphere of things. Because like things like for Hunter x Hunter, like Hunter x Hunter is an old show, or like Full Metal Alchemist is an old show too. So it's like you can't get things totally new, and it's almost all secondhand. But it's like such a common thing to like trade things in Japan, or just like put things on display and get it bought that way. So it's really cool. Secondary markets, I guess. We understand, Nap. You're just lonely. What do you mean? Nap is sad. Quick, fetch him. Little guys. My favorite little guy is Usopp from One Piece, and also Buggy the Clown. Those are both so based and also so fitting. You know what, Medicine? That's the most fitting thing I've ever heard for you. I mean that so positively. Nap, can I get your hardcore world when you die? I'll be Napoleon the 8th. Oh yeah? Yeah, you'll be Napoleon the 8th. You'll start that. Who says there's not already a Napoleon the 8th, huh? How do you know, huh? Oh man. Within One Piece, I think my favorite characters so far are actually probably I normally don't like lead characters. There's only ever been like one lead character in something that I've been like, yeah, they're my favorite. That was like Percy Jackson. And he wasn't my favorite of the character, but he was like one that I was definitely like, oh yeah, I really like. And One Piece is definitely the other one, because Luffy's definitely a character that I'm like, I like this guy. This guy's cool. But no, it's mostly Zoro. He's just so sick. He's just so awesome. That it really will be the Ageless Empire, never ending, 1,000 years. Wouldn't I require you to have a sun nap? Maybe I do. You don't know. You don't know. Or I get reincarnated. Who knows? Time's an illusion. Luffy on top. We love that rubber lad. So true. So true. It's like a series. One Piece really is a series though, where I feel like people, it's not weird to like the main character. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in most fandoms, the main character is almost nobody's favorite ever for most properties. But then for One Piece, it's like, oh yeah, Luffy, he's great. I love him. Robert and Usopp, my faves. That's so big. Zoro's definitely my favorite, and I think followed right behind by Luffy. I think Luffy's my second favorite, but I think it's gotta be. They're just so cool. Oh wait, so MJ, have you seen the new Transformers movie then? Like the animated one? Like if you're like, I'm wondering if like, are you into it just through the comics, or are you into it through like that new movie? Just like my goat Dareth from Lego Ninjago, yo! Does he reincarnate? Hawa? The one that came out like a year ago? Yeah! The new animated one, yeah! You guys are talking about anime and I zoned out. Well, I've never watched One Piece, but it seems good. I can highly recommend it. I believe they're working on a new animated one of it that will be like a much more condensed version. Because there's a lot of, not filler per se in the current iteration of the anime, but it's like, because it was keeping up with one episode per each chapter, like a weekly kind of thing, that meant that like sometimes they would, have to really draw out a chapter, because this chapter is only like I don't know, like 10 to 15 pages comic kind of thing. So it's like, make a 20-minute episode of that. Sometimes they really got to stretch it, which is how like some episodes of the later seasons like become silly. It's like one punch is thrown in the whole episode and it's just people's reactions to it. But reading it, highly recommend reading it. It's very, very compelling that way. And it's interesting because it seems really thought out from the beginning. I'm so sad Dareth isn't in the new Lego Ninjago reboot. They're rebooting it? I didn't know that. Wait, like with a TV series? Y'all know who else reincarnates? Joy Boy. I don't know, the op theories going on. Who's Joy Boy? Huh? Yes, I've seen Transformers 1. I think that was my introduction to the series, really. I also seen most of season 1 of Transformers Prime and the Transformers. Every time you write TF for Transformers, I think you're saying something else. 1986 movie and a few episodes where reading the comics has been project. But I've been consuming other stuff with my girlfriend. Yeah, yo. Oh well, I'll see how to buy the books and read it. Oh, if you don't mind reading digitally, they actually have an app where you can read every chapter of One Piece for free once. But you only get one read through free of each chapter. But that does mean you can read the whole series for free. You just can't go back to any of the chapters afterwards. But it's free. So like that's like solid. Highly recommend it. There are like 3 seasons of the new reboot. They tend to reboot every like 6 to 10 seasons. It's kind of annoying, but Dareth ain't in it. Rip. Well, is Lloyd in it? Is Lloyd there? Team Fortress Prime. Kendrick Lamar reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. Technically, all 15 seasons are original Ninjago, and only the new 3 seasons are the reboot. Technically. I did forget, Oliver. I forgot MJ was equally as well versed in Ninjago as you. The two of you are the local Ninjago lore heads. I only know about Lloyd. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Because he calls his dad and he's like, no, I named you. Your name is Lloyd. We don't need to count anything. After season 10, they don't need to exist and piss me off. I'm not equally as well versed. I've only seen the first 12 seasons and not the reboot. Well, I've misspoken. Ninjago is the movie. Was the movie bad? Is Buggy the immortal Buggy, the genius jester, Buggy the star clown there? Is Buggy where? Wait, is he in the One Piece book? Wait, yeah, what? Like in the manga? Yeah. Oh, yeah, like on that app. They gonna drop any more seeds? Come on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's definitely the manga. He's actually, you get a lot more of him that way because the manga, as it goes, it has like opening art basically, like a cover page, and that cover page is often telling a side story. Each issue tells it by one scene, kind of thing. So it's like you slowly learn this whole other story going on with like Buggy often. He's just a little scamp. He's a little scamp off doing his own little thing. I just want to see my glorious king. The movie on its own was good, but it retconned a lot of the original lore and kind of just used the basic character traits of the ninjas instead of many things that have happened in many seasons. Oh, that's a shame. The movie is in the Lego movie canon, not the Ninjago canon, and it very deeply simplifies the plot of the whole thing and makes it Oh, wait, so it's in the Lego movie canon, so it's like about having builders and stuff like that? It's got the Mad Pat theory going on? Tragically, the majority of One Piece anime I consumed was the 4Kids English dub. Hey, I don't think that's tragic at all! Come on, what, you got Sanjay? For some reason, he had like a Brooklyn accent, dude. It was crazy. I also, actually, because that's how I originally heard One Piece when, like, way back as a small child, that's still the voice I hear for Luffy in my mind when I read it. And I hate it, and I know for a fact that we've had this discussion before. What can I say? 4 years in, MJ, we just looping it. I don't like it too as its own movie. It was fun, but as a fan, I really don't like it. Does it do anything interesting? Does it add any interesting, cool elements of like, oh, well, that might be a cool little plot thing to explore? Does it have any redeeming qualities in that way? Speaking, you know what? Not Ninjago and not Transformers, but something that reminds me of both. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get it? Because, you know, Transformers. Anyway, the Batman meets Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I don't know if Ray's here, but Ray, if you've never seen that, I recommend that so highly. I recommend that so unbelievably. It is somehow one of the greatest Batman movies I think I have ever seen. And it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They cooked so unbelievably well in that movie. Like, when I tell you it is like some peak performance from everybody. Oh my god. Actually, speaking of, for either Ray, I have in fact not seen it yet. I recommend that before like so many other. It's self-contained. It's just really and it's short, and it's somehow like this perfect personification exploration. It like goes through both him as like the detective and the martial artist, and it's like I don't know. It's a side of Batman you don't see a whole lot. I feel like, and I really like it. It's one of the best in the world. Like, I know, right? It's so good and has no right to be. They made Lloyd's power of energy into a gimmick of green power. Wait, like green energy is in like good for the environment? They made it a bit like that? Lego Batman is also extended the Lego movie canon. I don't think the Ninjago movie has Master Builder, but it's got the same theme as like it's on the base plate of kid's bedroom. A cat attacks Ninjago City. Ah! And you've lost me. What do you mean? Oh my god. It's so unbelievably good though. Like, I recommend that so full-heartedly. Similarly, I'd actually be interested if either Ray or I don't know if Mello's still here, but it sounds like Mello has read some of them as well. I'd be interested to know, for like that kind of fan fiction scene around Batman, do they explore him as a detective then? Are there like detective novels basically? Because I mean that makes sense, because those were like the original like Penny Dreadfuls. So it's because it's like, you know, pretty easy to pump out a like mystery novel in that way, like just a simple short mystery. So it's like, I wonder if that's something that's explored a lot or not. It'd be cool if that was like where that genre creating version of books went, because it's not huge in print anymore. They did canonize the element of surprise though, so that's kind of funny. The element of surprise? But sometimes there's some of that at least. Interesting. Because yeah, I was curious. I was like, it's a thing not hugely explored. I hate you, Lego Ninjago movie. I hate you. MJ, that reads like something out of a regular show, dude. That's, yeah, oh my god, dude. That like it reads entirely like you're just Mordecai and Rigby. Ah, screaming to the sky. You ruined my life, Lego Ninjago movie. My mom made me pizza. I'm okay now. You've been healed. How can I ruin your life? I wasn't even there. Oh wait, yeah. That's the Lloyd bit. You ruined my life. How can I ruin your life? I wasn't even there. No, I named you. No, I know it's Lloyd. Oh my god, that's like the only thing I've ever seen of Ninjago, and I kind of love it. Oh, now I want pizza. Sounds delectable. I'm actually vaguely worried, Janice. I don't know. My throat is feeling rough. We might have to call stream a little early. Not just this second, but like, my god, this has been. I've been drinking water this whole time. It was almost. I mean, I wasn't happy to not be able to stream on Friday, but it was almost for the best because like. My throat was definitely still like recovering from because basically I got sick the last 2 days I was there with some sort of really sore throat thing. Map has COVID. I actually don't. I tested 6 times. I have yet to get, and by all powers it be, I say nay. I've yet to receive COVID. I've gotten the vaccine, but I never actually got COVID. Neb, can we do a Ninjago watch party? Actually, that kind of sounds fun. You know what? That actually kind of sounds like a fun time. MJ, come on, man. It's funny. I'm like a Ninjago fan and find that movie hilarious. You need to watch Ninjago content for your health. I need to watch Ninjago content for my health? I'm kind of with MJ. I've hated movies before because of what they do to a prop if they don't respect the property enough. I have hate in my heart. I have hate in my heart is crazy. Oh my god, I'm really reminiscing on season 8, and I think I do prefer it to season 4. Scandalous. Scandalous, how could you? Oh my god. Eight and 9 are goated seasons. Are they? What happened in them? What makes them goated, What makes them quirked up white boys? Busting it down, goated with the sauce. God, what a reference. That's like 3 years old now. That is an aged reference. Ancient text. Just really well written and bad. Oh. 8 and 9 are after the movie came out, so the art and some things change. Ah. That'd do it. That'd do it. I could understand that. Oh, I think I left 13 in that other room. It's okay, Lord. It's okay. The elements are in balance. No, they're not. No, they're not. With Ninjago, all I know is it's got Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Or Shifu, or whatever you want to call him. And it's got Lloyd. Oh, and don't you guys hate like the blue or white ninja or something? There was one of them. I remember we had this conversation somewhat before. And you guys expressed how awful one of them was. You guys are like, he's the worst. He sucks. I think some character design changes are really cute. Yo. We love Jay and Zayn. Oh, well then who's the one you dislike? I messaged the voice of Zayn and he was so nice. You talked to the voice actor? Wait, that's so cool. Wait a minute, that's awesome. Then which one's the one that everybody, I don't like? We don't like Lloyd, but his name's Lloyd. He's Lloyd, how can you hate him? I don't. He's a personal op. He's a personal op. He's crazy. Oh my god, based but crazy. I like the gumption you have with it. The trauma that guy has is massive, I swear. He's good. He's been through trauma. Womp womp. Oh, not the womp womp. He had to kill his father. I don't know. I'm kind of with Oliver. I'm kind of with Oliver here. You may say, Nap, you don't know anything about this situation, to which I would say, true. You're very right. Zane's a robot? What does that mean? What do you mean he's a robot? Every once in a while I'll see clips and I like the Robo Boy. Oh my god. Did you just say womp womp to a traumatized child? He did. Oliver did, and I respect him for it. He was forcibly aged up before his prime in an episode about a dinosaur called the Grunt. I'm sorry, what? I back it up for a second. What happened? You heard me. Never back down. Never what? Oliver's like, this is where I make my stand. Please watch. Why is there a dinosaur named the Grundle? What do you mean forcibly aged up? Do you mean he got hit with like what, an age beam? It's really traumatizing in context, but the Grundle is funny. But also the Grundle very funny. Have you considered Grundle funny? It was a dinosaur designed to kill ninjas. A potion, actually? A potion aged him up? Wait, so he physically aged? What does that mean? He slammed the potion and grew some chest hair? What do you mean? I'm so befuddled. They used the potion to take down the Grundle, but he was in the crossfire because, like, aged the dinosaur to dust. They aged him to dust? That's so messed up. This is a kid show. Government turns back the clock and bring the Grundle back, but also turn the ninjas into kids equals Lloyd's age. Wait, so they got turned into kids or they got turned into... Oh, is this the classic cartoon episode where the adults get turned into kids or whatever? And then it's like, wow, what do they do now? Because there was an episode of Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes like that too, where Tony Stark got hit by the time stone and he turned into a little teen and he was like, I can still fight. And Captain America became his dad for like an episode. It was a strange choice. I mean, it explored an interesting theme of having a parent who your parent idolized as their son. You know, it's a whole thing. It was a weird episode. I forgot about that until just now. It was like a whole thing. Lloyd was like a child when all the ninjas were teenagers and they became the same age at the end of it. So Lloyd is aged up before he's able to process being an adult and be a teen or anything, and now the time when he had to kill his father is closer. It's traumatizing in context, but also the grundle. In context, it's actually really horrifying, but also grundle. Wasn't that the name? Isn't that the name of... Wait a second, isn't the grundle the name of like a giant I fought in like God of War? I feel like there's a YouTube short about that, or a TikTok or something, with me fighting a giant that has me say, the grundle? Am I hallucinating? Somebody go to my, somebody check that for me, please. Somebody go to my YouTube channel. Guys, watch my shorts, guys. I think that's like the 3rd short I've ever made. Nap, you have to watch it after all this lore dump. This was all season 1. This was just season 1? Huh? I thought this would at least be like 8 of the 12 seasons. Because the ninja dynamics makes no sense with the pilot. So wait, so Lloyd was a kid at the start of the show, and all the other ninjas were older, but now he's the same age as them because they all got aged with the same potion, and so now he skipped being a teenager and just went from kid to adult, and then has to process that and kill his dad? Did I get all that right? Well, this has intrigued me slightly. Yeah, I mean, I can't say that doesn't sound yeah, that sounds like a traumatized kid, yeah. Also the grundle. Okay, I can see how that's traumatized, but so wait, Oliver, why don't you like Lloyd then? Why don't you like this little Lloyd fella? Just wait until you find out about the Serpentine. What, do they run in what do you mean? They run like back and forth to avoid the beat? What do you mean? Run, Serpentine! Run, Serpentine! Serpentine pattern! Serpentine! Yeah, I want to know why, Oliver. Yeah, now I'm interested as to like why he's a whiny brat who makes his problems everyone else's. Dang, he's a child. I mean, apparently not. He's supposed to be the leader. Why is a child the leader? Why did he get put in charge? Oliver really went, I don't like him. He's a brat. He's a brat and I hate him. Exactly, make the robot the leader. It was prophesied. Well, maybe prophesize him with some capabilities. You know, maybe the prophecy could include some self-help books. Nav help, MJ keeps saying. Also the Grundle. What do you mean? Just in life? Just mumbling? Just... And also the Grundle. Like just... like just mumbling under their breath? What do you mean? And let's not forget the Grundle. Yes. Yes, quiet and... Yes, no, loudly, at me, directly. Yes, loudly, at me, directly. Just screamed in your direction. Also, the Grundle! He's forgetting about the Grundle! I'm intrigued. They dismantle the prophecy in the reboot when they have things called the merge. He doesn't have a choice. He has to be the leader. It's his destiny. He's a little child. Hey, man, in Young Justice, Robin is meant to be the leader of Young Justice, and he's young, but he's able. He's able to be like, oh, I'm not ready for this. I'll take it over some other day. For now, Calder, you should be in charge. You take over, Aqualad. So when you the Grundle. Where all the previous lore just can get changed at will. Oh my god. So like, why can't all the ninjas were being brats about not being leaders? Oh wait, so they all suck? Are they all brats? Zane, my goat, has always carried the ninja. He's the reason they found the Destiny's bounty. But does he have other flaws that would make him a bad leader? Like being a robot? Zane absolutely was a brat. Wow, I can't believe Oliver's here arguing that AI should be leaders. I can't believe the Oliver OEM is coming out with a hardline stance of pro AI. Oliver said, actually, I think that the AI should be in charge of the group. No, he protects those who can't protect themselves. He's more human than all of us. And he wanted to be the Green Ninja. What does that mean? What does it mean to be the Green Ninja? Is Lloyd the Green Ninja? They even say he's the glue. That doesn't necessarily mean he's a good leader. Flash is the glue for the Justice League, and he'd make a terrible leader. This is a blasphemy. Oliver out here like, my boy Zane! My boy Zane should be in charge! He goes to the team, falls apart. Yeah, the same's true for Flash! They all wanted to be Green Ninja. They're all bratty about it. He's the energy ninja? What does that mean? What are you even saying? The energy ninja? Huh? Nap, clearly you don't understand. He wanted to be the energy ninja. Gesundheit. What? This show sounds both wacky and amazing. I have absolutely not forgotten the Grundle. Don't worry about that. That bit is sticking with me. Nap, trust. You watch it and you'll side with me. I don't know. I can be won over by a pretty tragic story. I don't know. I don't know. A good tragic story? A little guy? I'll tell you what. Which one do you think is more defined by the definition of, hey, he's just a little guy? That's probably gonna be who I go with. Zane is a very tragic story. It's made me cry. Okay, well. A competition of tragedies. It doesn't make sense for a design standpoint to promote one of the four main ninjas to a higher stance. Tears, Nap. Many tears. Okay, you know, a competition of tragedies. Ooh, I could be swayed. None of them were getting green, Oliver. Oliver's like, my boy Zane. Zane is sadder, but like, come on, Nap, you're right. He is a silly little guy. Well, whichever one's a silly little guy is the one I'm gonna like more. I like, well, I guess that's not true. They need to be tragic, but they also need to just be silly little guys. I've abandoned my child! Why are you quoting There Will Be Blood? What? Why have you just... I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy! Oh, that's awesome! Oh my god! Oh, that sent me. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded. That one got me. What is happening? Wait, he's quoting. Have you ever heard? Maybe I'm wrong. I think he's quoting Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. Which is literally just. I wonder if I can just find the clip. No, I don't want the full scene. I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy! It's just this scene. I've abandoned my child! Oh my god. I have never seen that. Please show me. I can't pull it up because I'll get DMCA'd, but that's the audio to it. It's from a movie called There Will Be Blood. Very good movie. Highly recommend. Like a really introspective, interesting movie about complexity of relationships, complexity of religion, occultism, good character studies. What's it from? It's from a movie called There Will Be Blood, and that's Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, you abandoned this child, you abandoned this boy, and you're laughing. And you're laughing. And you're laughing at this. Unbelievable. Allie remembers the Grundle? Thank God, I would hope so. I would hope so. I'm gonna get that tattooed onto my forearm to make sure I never forget the Grundle. Hashtag never forget, and they mean the Grundle. You know? They don't mean nothing else in September. They mean they mean the Grundle. He's a silly little guy and has neurodivergent social skills, and he's great. Oh, well, see, I won't relate to that at all, though. So, you know, if you have a neurotypical character, I will relate to that, of course. As we all know. Everything is right in the world. She remembered the Grundle. I need to watch. Oh yeah, I need to watch that. Oh, did you watch the clip? It's like it's considered one of the best acted movies in the world, or like ever. It gets a little memed because it's like got really intense scenes, but like when you're in it, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, yeah, it can be funny, but the memeage, is that the right word? The memification of intensity in acting and art is probably somewhat of a cancer, but you know, funny. But in any event, really, I really do enjoy. What in the analogy ninja? I don't think any of the characters are neurotypical. None of them, not even the master, not even Shifu. He's not. Come on, he seems pretty neurotypical. What is the 9/11 analog in Ninjago? Yeah, what is their equivalent? Jay is the most like me though. He is so me. He's the is he the little what's the word? Blorbo? Is that the term? Is that the term the youth are using? Just a little guy? The acting of the room. Yeah, but the acting of the room's bad. That's not intense acting. That's bad acting. It's bad acting, and its ridicule makes sense. I did not hit her. I did not. I didn't do it. Oh, hammer. Whereas yeah, like There'll Be Blood. It's just like a really intense movie. He's like Michelangelo from TMNT. The Master? Master Shifu's like Michelangelo. He didn't seem silly to me. He seems super serious. Oh, you mean Jay? You probably mean Jay. Oh, come. All right, that's fair. That's fair. No. No. Ah, there we go. I mean, that's a fair pick. Speaking of Michelangelo, great character. So wait, is Ninjago a lot like TMNT then? Is it like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just with more characters? What are you saying? I think the acting you think the acting in The Room was amazing? You think that's peak acting? Yeah? Yeah, oh, I believe you. Was it the master guy in the movie super unserious? Was he? Jay is my little gooby wooby. That's fair. That's fair. See, okay, so it's gooby, a little blorbo, gooby wooby. These terms feel interchangeable. Unless I'm deeply mistaken, and maybe they're very specific. I can tell, like, I feel like it must be good because it clearly evokes like a lot of both opinion and strong feeling. And so I feel like any show that has characters that do that, it's got to be worth like actually taking the time to watch, right? Got the copper. There's any copper? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna go back and finish off that tough vein. We have Kai, who is literally Raphael. Jay, who's Michelangelo. Zane is the goat. And Cole is the heart of the group. So which one's Donnie and which one's why am I blanking out? Leonardo. The Lloyd is Lloyd. He's green. Opinions on Lloyd. He's unfortunately fell into the vat of acid when he was 12. Oh my god. I love that you guys have such differing opinions on this kid. Like, it's so polarized. Where Oliver's like, he's the worst. He's a little sniveling brat, and I hate him. And the rest of you are like, he's great. I love him. He's tragic. It's dinner time. See you later, right? Have a good dinner. I hope it is delectable. I hope it is delicious. Oliver hates Lloyd because he's a child? I don't think it's because he's a child. I think it's because he's a childish leader. Uncontrollable? I thought you said he got aged up. I thought you said he got turned... I thought you said he got made not a child. I'm confused now. I thought he was like the Grundle. Yeah, he's childish. Okay, yeah, so he's childish. But isn't he not a child anymore? Isn't he like, wasn't he made an adult, you said? I mean, a childish leader. Well, that's a recipe for disaster, you know? You gotta have a leader you can trust. You gotta have a leader who's gonna have his head on straight when you get into battle, you know? These ninjas probably face lots of threats. Oh, so you're saying they didn't like lock the neurons in his brain into place or nothing? He physically aged without the like implications of his brain developing? Because that normally comes with the physical part of aging. So I would have assumed that would have been part of it. Is it not? Is it still like, no, he's still mentally like 8. He's still a child mentally struggling with responsibilities. Skill issues Zane would have been able to deal with. Oliver, that's so BM. That's so BM. Dude's like, hey, O plus ratio, Zane better. Yo, totally human. How do? How you doing, pal? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. How was your past few weeks? Yeah, I'll allow that through. Yeah, okay. If I remember correctly, he's the world's buffest 8-year-old. Wait, I was using 8 years old as a bit. Is he actually 8? That's so silly. That's so funny. Outsmarted the Jin, which is an insane feat. Can I put it out there? Jay would have been better. Oliver's just ride or die for Jay, man. Oliver's just out here riding and dying for his homeboy, man. He's like, listen, nobody did it better. Nobody's been better. Jay, my beloved. Who's the gay one? If I remember correctly, there's an emo gay ninja with music. The black one? Maybe? I didn't know. Is there a gay one? Cole is gay? Yo! Yo, happy pride! Yo! Gay ninja confirmed! W. Cole and Jay and Zane are interchangeably gay for each other. Are they? They literally call each other brother, guys. Well, but is it in a like a Hulk Hogan way? Like, are they like brother? But like Cole is concretely gay. Oh, okay, so he's like confirmed canonically gay. Okay, cool. That's actually really progressive for an animated show, I feel like. Or at least like an animated show that I could be wrong in my assessment, but I assume was targeted and marketed towards boys. Not necessarily that meaning in the sense that like that can't be enjoyed by other people. I just mean I assume based on the marketing of the toys that exist for it that it was like aimed towards like kids slash boys. And so that's really progressive to include that in that. They're very much found family. No, and I'm like, you are my brother way. Well, well, I mean, who said it had to be for each other? You know, well. They're very much found family. None of them have confirmed canonically gay. MJ is talking nonsense. Became gay in the reboot like a few years ago. What the heck? MJ, I don't believe you. I mean, this is pretty easy. Always had a crush on Nina. You can't be gay. That's impossible. Does Lego Ninjago have a LGBT character? Yes, the Lego Ninjago show is LGBT representation primarily through subtle cues, background characters, the crystallization. Character named Shally. Sally is a bisexual character from Ninjago. Cole is not actually romantically interested in Nia. I can't see a firm stance one way or the other. I don't believe in bisexuality. I don't think you can say that in Pride Month, Tyler. I think that may be a crime. In any event, well, okay, so it may be that two of them aren't canonically, but still, even if one is, that's really progressive for the show. So that's cool. I was told through a reputable source that he was gay, but I haven't watched the reboot. I didn't know Tyler was so serious about a show he's never spoken about. I've talked about Ninjago many times. Wait, quick, Tyler, what do you think? What do you think about Lloyd? Don't read anything else. Don't read chat. What do you think about Lloyd? Yay or nay? Good leader, bad leader? Cool kid, bad kid? Absolute brat? Just sick and awesome. What do you think about Lloyd? Answer quickly. Nobody try to color his opinion. I need to see how this weighs out. Lloyd is cool. Ooh, Oliver. Ooh, it's looking bad, man. It's you against the world, dude. you listen. You're out here swinging. You're in defense of Zayn. I get it, but ooh, you seem to be in the minority, King. I don't know. Maybe Lloyd ain't the problem, dude. Maybe it's a you problem. I will die on this hill. They don't know Lloyd like I do. There's a character in the reboot that's hinted to being flirty with Cole, but nothing's like official. Ah, that sounds more like the that sounds more like the modern animation industry to me. I was kind of impressed. I was like, that doesn't seem like, no, they're more about not ever confirming anything. I don't think that's, that didn't sound like something they would do. And I'm wholly neutral, and I just like the rock guy, Cole. I always liked the gold Power Ranger growing up, so Lloyd, I'm biased towards. Is he the gold ninja? Is there a gold ninja? I thought he was green or something. Jay does machines. Kai is a hothead wannabe leader. Okay, so he's Raph. Who becomes a big brother to Lloyd as Lloyd becomes Kai's hothead wannabe leader trope. Donatello, or sorry, Leonardo, I mean. Zane is very stoic and serious. I guess that's kind of also Leonardo, but... And Cole is hard-headed and leader type, but is a very soft and silly side. There's no Donatello. Where's the... Wait, I thought you said one of them was like Michelangelo. Jay is also goofy and the twink. Okay, so Michelangelo. Okay, there we go. We got a Michelangelo. No Donatello, eh? Nobody's good with good with tech. Nobody's a nerd. Nobody's just like a big nerd. Anyway, I actually have to lock in and study, have fun, simp for plastic, etc. Oh, I forgot about plastic. Oh wait, medicine. I've heard rumor of a developing game. And medicine, I've heard rumor. Maybe we will see this at the Summer Games Fest. Who knows? Lloyd is the prophesized green ninja who inherits the power as spiritual master and becomes the gold ninja, kind of like Kung Fu Panda Dragon Warrior. Okay. Literally, my first sentence was Jay does machine. Yeah, but sorry, when you said that, I thought you meant like mechanic machines, not like tech. Jay is a nerd, but Zane is a literal robot. Yeah, but none of them sound like Donatello. And that, I don't like. Where's Donnie? Plas. What I'm saying is supposedly a Justice League game that would include Plastic Man in its roster was rumored. I don't know how likely it is, but Jay is an inventor. Okay, then I guess he's representative of it. I have to save money so I can buy 10,000 copies. Okay, bye-bye. I have to send it up. Bye, Medicine! Dane has no social skills and says how it is. Yeah, so, but that's like, that both is and isn't like Donatello. So, like, I don't know. And he's a twink. Aren't they all the same proportions? They're all Lego. How would any of them have any specific, like, body type? They're all Lego and they all got aged up. What do you mean? How does that even work? I saw the blue bubbles around that creeper. I thought it became a charged creeper out of nowheres. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Out of my way! Beep, beep. When it went off, you guys are still on this? Well, you see, Tyler showed up, and that led to a whole new element of the discussion. Anyway, my internet went off. I just came back. Where plant is Jay a twin? Jay what? I would say Jay is better analog to Donnie than Zane. Being a robot doesn't mean he's actually a techie guy. I'd say Nia is probably the best compatibility. Is Nia a ninja? She's the girl in the chair for a while. Oh, it's pretty OP. I don't think about her big moments in later seasons because I'm not caught up yet. So is there like a Ninjago comic? I feel like there'd be a cool comic for this, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna let that one through. I'm gonna, you know what? There are mini comics. I have one. Yo. There were books and comics in the real original days. It is not the build in mannerisms. It's not the build, it's mannerisms. Let through, please, nap. Oh my god. Dear God. I'm not reading it. Don't say yay. Oh my god. This is a crazy statement. Oh my good gracious. In any event, chatters, I'm gonna have to end up a little early here. Just cause you know. Sorry, I heard a noise. I'm gonna have to. They are brothers. Poor Oliver. Not by blood is crazy. That's crazy. Listen. We're gonna go. Chatters. Thanks so much for coming out. I have to go early because my throat's hurting. But chatters, I'm so happy to be back. We'll be back with the game show. With trailers, game trailers, Summer Game Fest. Woo! Yippee! Oh, woo! This Friday. Oh my god. No, don't leave me. I'm sorry, Tyler. I need to go on that note. I need to go. Oh my god. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. It's been so fun coming back. I'm so glad you guys didn't all leave. In any event, chat, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And I'll see you